So we have one known as the recruitment. It's like a popular HR role because it helps the organization attract and hire the right candidates who can do the job. So normally, with the recruitment, you deal with advertising the job vacancies, you screen CVs, you conduct interviews, and also you manage onboarding process. This career in particular aims at you have to communicate with people, know what they are about, if they're up for the task or not. So just like I mentioned earlier, before you go in for a job, you write an application and it's always directed to the HR manager, only if the organization has an HR. So let me proceed to the next one. We have training and development, also a career path. So with this one, it focuses more on the employee growth. With this profession, you identify the skill gaps of an employee. You can also design training programs as an HR professor. You also conduct workshops and seminars, and also measure the outcomes of each and every one of them. So I know most of our students here enjoy teaching. So if you are someone that enjoys teaching or coaching, this is the career path you can go in for. Let me proceed to the next one, which is compensation. So compensation, it normally focuses on the designing a very nice and fair wage for the organization. So this deals in analyzing salary data. So most organizations, before they bring a salary plan, the HR takes his or her time to analyze data that can be allocated to each employee of the organization. They also create a pay structure so that when the month ends, you know that you're getting some amount of money and so on and so forth. Going forward, we can also talk about employee relations. So with this career path, it focuses more on a healthier employee and employer relationships. You may ask, what does it mean? So it involves handling grievances. If you have a problem at a workplace, you know who to channel your problem to. And also ensures work discipline with these employee relations. Normally, at every workplace, they have rules that you have to follow. And most of the times, the HR sets those rules and they are supposed to comply. Going forward, this particular career path, that's the employee relations, the part that requires strong listening skills. Because if you are someone that doesn't really like to listen to two parts, if someone's having an argument, party A and party B, and you choose to listen to just party A and you don't listen to the side of party B, this part won't be fit for you. So you have to be able to listen to both parts and be able to manage conflicts. So with this, you have to have a very high emotional intelligence to be able to take up this career path. I'll go forward to talk about planning and strategy. As an HR personnel, you have to be able to plan and strategic. So normally, top level managers in every organizations, before they set rules, they make sure to plan accordingly. That would help the organization in every which way. So mostly they're involved in workforce planning and policy creations. So if you go to a company, you know that you realize that they have some kind of policies they are here to. And this career path is what talks about. You are supposed to have advanced with that talks about analyzing and also having leadership qualities. So I'll proceed to occupational health and safety well-being. As an HR personnel, you have to know that you would always have to focus on employee safety on site, both physical and mental. Why? Because if an employee comes on site and the employee is having some issues, be it a disability or a mental health issue, you would have to know how to make a way around it. So with this career path, your responsibilities would include a safety training. You have to um, know how to conduct safety seminars to advise them on each and every way. You have to be so that they will be able to comply with safety regulations in case they are working with hazard objects or something. So this role in particular, it suits individuals who like to um, let me put it this way. Okay, it suits individuals who value employee welfare, yes, and organizational responsibilities. So if you are more into the welfare of employees, you should know that you have to take them through safety training and risk assessments too. And to touch on another one, HR consultancy. I am sure that most of us have been seeing some HR consults around where you can go and seek advice. So we also have a career path like that. So normally these HR consultants, they venture into advising organizations as to how to recruit, be strategic, how to also train and also bring out policy development. It's normally a flexible path because it's not static. You also have to add something onto it. And also those that like to be independent, you can also go in for this path, be an HR consultant. So that's about the HR career path. It varies, but I'll just start on this few for tonight because my other speakers are currently waiting. So let me proceed to the brief guide to HR roles and opportunities for students. So since we have already spoken about the career path, since we are students, let's see how you can develop these skills for the future. So developing HR skills, it requires you to have communications. You have to be able to communicate with people. You have to know how to solve problems, teamwork, and also you have to think critically. So in case you're an HR for a company and an employee brings an issue on board, you cannot just jump into conclusions. You have to take your time, analyze the situation critically before you take an action. Good. So to start building this kind of skills, you have to start working with proofs, presentations, and also volunteer to do certain things on campus, be it a leadership role, just volunteer. So you have this kind of experiences that will help you develop your career. And also can explore and also gain practical knowledge through internships. I know normally as some students, most of us are workers and we hardly do internships. But I know one of us might not be workers. So during these long vacations, I'm going for internships, know one or two things about HR, and also build your skills. You can volunteer to also, just like I mentioned earlier, take up leadership roles. And also, I'm assisting probably if your workplace has an HR office or something, you can volunteer to assist them during vacations. Because small experiences can make you more employable. I'll go on to talk about joining professional associations. Mr. David spoke about HURMSA. So HURMSA is a student association created by the HR department. I know someone will be like, what's HURMSA? What's HURMSA? So HURMSA is the Human Resource Student Association of University of Ghana. You can equally volunteer. I know there's our committee links will be coming out for those that would like to take up leadership roles. So you can join, tap on a link, fill the forms, would vet you, and you start from there. You would have this kind of leadership qualities and experiences. And I'll proceed to talk about building a strong professional image. As an HR personnel, you have to know that building a strong professional image is very crucial. Why? Because before you go in for an interview or go in to look for a job as an HR personnel, they'll scrutinize you to know if you are worthy of the job. So you have to have a well-written CV, a professional email address, a good LinkedIn profile, and also a positive online appearance, and also a physical appearance too. You have to make sure everything is intact as an HR personnel, because HR personnels, we are more into professionalism. So anything you do has to be well intact. I also spoke about seminars. So joining seminars and workshops, more like these orientations, it's going to help you know more about HR and what it entails. So, should in case you see any HR link talking about how HR is going to be, or anything HR, so far as you want to be an HR personnel, I suggest you join such orientations to broaden your scope of knowledge, and also try to participate through and also try to participate actively through your academic journey if you join this kind of seminars and orientations. I've said a lot about your career, and also I've given a brief breakdown as to how HR is. So I would like to end my little submission over here, and I like to say, in HR is more like a dynamic field. Okay, it's a profession that gives you opportunity to shape your workplace culture, because it develops organizational success. So as students entering this field, I encourage you to take it upon yourself to build your skills and take advantage of learning opportunities, and also develop a mindset of professionalism and continuous growth. The HR world is very wide, and it's full of possibilities. Whether your passion lies in recruitment, training, employee relations, compensation, consultancy, there's always a path for you, and your journey begins today. So I would like to thank each and everyone for your attention, and I wish you a fruitful academic year and a successful career in HR. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Lamech. That was very depthful, very detailed as well. And I believe that this that you've given us would actually help us make a very informed decision as individuals. So we'll take some questions, but the questions that we'll take would be after the third speaker. So if you have any question, I would urge you to kindly pen it down so that when it's time for the Q&A, you can actually ask. Then the respective speakers would respond to the questions. Thank you very much. So I'll take the second speaker. Kindly mute for me so that we'll not have any distractions or interactions when we are having the session. Thank you very much. So I'll take the next speaker, who is in the person of Ishmael Donko, His Excellency Ishmael Donko, popularly known as Kobby Junior. Yes, we'll take him for the next session, and he will be touching base on, as students, we always have questions. Sometimes when we get the course bulletin, we are unable to find the courses that we are reading and all of that. So His Excellency Ishmael Donko will be touching base based on our academic parts and then course structure. So His Excellency Ishmael, if you can hear me, I would want to hand over the session to you so that you can take charge. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, David, and good evening once again. Please kindly pardon me for my voice. I'm having a bit of cold. So, welcome again, my human resources people. I always say that when you come to the University of Ghana, I don't know how other people will take it, but when you come to the University of Ghana, the business school, there's only two courses, two programs that we offer. It's human resources and the rest. If there's no human resources, then you are part of the rest. People always challenge themselves that why will gentlemen, men, and others who even offer human resources? Human resources is for ladies and the others. But I am challenging you. Try your possible best to either use AI or use Google to search for human resources board of directors from highly respected organizations, making mention of Kolebu, GRA, and the rest. And you realize that most of the the board directors over there that spearhead human resources are all men, meaning human resources is not a female course. Just last weekend, I chanced on a friend at a wedding of one of our University of Ghana students, past executive, and he did accounting, and we have started an NSS. So per conversation, she was like, "Oh, Kobby, I don't know when to me for my human resources, because this NSS thing that we are doing there, it seems that it's only the human resources students that are taking much advantage and they are highly valued. Again, if you are here from other department, I don't know how you take it, but I am telling you the real truth at the corporate setting. We did orientation this weekend, and throughout the orientation and everything, it was all about human resources, human resources. For you to get, I'll be there and friends will send me, with this national service we are doing, friends will send me letters that they have been bounced from National Petroleum, ECG, and the others. They have been bounced. They said the place is full. When you check the heading of the letter, it states human resources. Signed by who? Human resources. So human resources, regardless of how they will see us, we determine a lot at the organization setting. We spearhead everything about the organization setting. And when we talk about resources, you are a business student, regardless of being a BA or a BSc. We talks about resources in organization. And in mentioning of resources in an organization, you can't deal with resources without taking out human resource out. We have the capital resource, we have land, then we have human. So in talking about human, there is a need for we to have individuals to manage these human, because even in life, the difficult thing to manage is human. That is why it is highly respectable for you to see that if you are a human resources student, you are highly blessed and you are highly positioned. That's one thing that you can take out. So I'll be touching on the part, the various courses that you'll be doing at your university setting. My fellow colleague, Honorable Lamech, have made mention about a lot. The need for you to do human resources. We are having so many departments at human resources, so many departments. When you go to Kolebu, I think they are having almost about 5. When you come to GRA, they are having 3. And even at the 3, each department breaking down is almost about 7 each under each 3. So we're having so many departments under the human resources that you can find yourself at any other level that you want. So God being so good, I'll first congratulate all of you for passing through your level 200 and getting to your level 300. If you're a BSc student over here, meaning now you are making a decision or you have already made a decision. If you're a BA student over here, meaning you don't have an option, you are supposed to do the course. And as I said, the BSc student over here, aside HR, there is no other department. And don't come and do human resources because presumably you think it's easy. No. Presumably, the reason why I'm saying presumably, I have a reason and I'll make mention of it. So this semester, you'll be doing the BSc student, you'll be doing 6, the Bachelor of Arts student as well, you'll be doing 6. If you're a Bachelor of Arts student over here, meaning you'll be doing a 3 course from the HR department, then you'll be doing 3 courses from your other department. If I say your other department, your Bachelor of Art department, being a psychology or being info studies. If you're a BSc student over here, you'll be doing HR and some combination. So let me touch on the BSc student. As a BSc student, as an HR BSc student, I always say that it's a blessing to be a BSc HR student. I'm not saying that the Bachelor of Art HR student are also not blessed. We are all blessed. But as a BSc HR student, the University of Ghana gives you the opportunity to do other combination, including your HR course. So in your level 300, you'll be doing just 2 of HR courses in your level 300. First semester, second semester, 2 each. When you get to level 400, 1 each. All other courses are from the other departments. So you'll be getting the chance to do courses from the finance department, courses from the marketing department. So as I sit here right now, I have a background from the marketing department. If you put me at a marketing field, I'll be able to perform very well. If you put me at the finance department, I'll be able to perform very well. Even if you put me at the public administration side as an administrator, I'll be able to perform very well. Because as I said, the school gives you the opportunity to have background from other various departments. So this semester, with a BSc student, you'll be doing quanti, you'll be doing computer application, you'll be doing human resources, human behavior in organization, you'll be doing labor law, you'll be doing introduction to business finance, then principle of marketing. Quanti is a build up of business maths. So I will advise you to position yourself very well. If business maths was difficult for you, then there is a need for you to set up, because quanti, as I said, is a build up of business maths and is tougher than business maths. So try to set up. If your modus operandi as ways of how you used to learn was kind of limiting you, try to create a vacuum of getting friends or try to join extra classes if there need be. Computer application will be taught by your previous level 100, the same lecturer who taught you computer in business. I think you remember him. That's a champion, currently known. He has been upgraded as Professor Echampong. He will be teaching you this very course with a TA, a female TA. I can't really be certain whether the female TA will still be available this semester with you, but set up because IA is 100 questions for 1 hour. Exams is 100 questions for 1 hour. Exams is sitting. IAS. Previous IA was online, offsite, as we used to know. Determine what will happen in your coming semester. Then you'll be doing, which is the human behavior in organization, that will be taught by one of the lovely lecturers at University of Ghana, my very patron, Dr. Marjorie. Dr. Marjorie is one very good woman who takes her time to explain the course for in detail understanding. But human behavior in organization looks very easy because it's like psychology. It's a psychology aspect of human resources. But if you take it easily, exams will disappoint you, because by the time the results will come, you realize that it seems that you took the course easy. So I will advise you, and one key advice I'll give to all human resources students is, some people are saying that human resources is easy. But please, for me, I will even tell you that human resources is difficult than accounting, because accounting will give you the format. Accounting will give you the principle. Human resources will give you the principle. It is an open book, though it is a theoretical aspect. So you are the one supposed to make sure that you convert it from the theoretical aspect to the practical aspect. So when it comes about human resources, mostly those who do internship and those who are already working do very well. Why? The questions that comes are practical. So if you are here as a distance student and you have never even done internship before, you are limiting yourself. Internship won't give you the advanced opportunity for you to graduate. Internship only gives you the exposure in the corporate setting. Currently, I am going to do NSS. And now people are even struggling on how to dress. When we were coming for a orientation, they told us to dress formally. Come and see the dressing people were dressing over there. It was out of book. Why? I'm not even sure they have done internship before. If you have done internship before, you understand what is at the corporate setting and what goes in. So a course, I remember labor law during my time, a question was given that a colleague who works at the same place have gotten injured at the workplace, was sent to the hospital, and the organization took care of the entire hospital bills and others. At the end of it, when the person got revived and came back to work, the person was laid off. As a human resources student, defend the person as a client in court. It was a practical question. So imagine that you are not prone to the labor laws, You haven't done internship before. You don't even know nothing, like nothing. It will be hardly. You try to write a theory, but at the end of it, or the lecturer will give you a very good grade because the question is practical. You need to put it in a practical perspective. So I am jeering you towards the earning desire to do internship. As Lamech made mention and David made mention, every semester we get opportunities at the department from Kolebu, from Nezan's company, from any other company that those who want to come and do the internship is open. Even GRA, currently I'm a GRA. Even GRA, if you want to come and do your internship, it's all about securing a letter from the university or writing an official letter yourself and submitting it to the human help desk at the human resources department, and they will approve it for you. So that's the human behavior in organization. We have labor law and all these courses that are made mention of. Please take it very important. Do not learn human resources any course and leave it, like throw it away, because in your studies at University of Ghana, I am telling you on a silver platter, it's only these human resources courses you'll be doing. It's only 6. Your level 300 first semester, you do 2. Your level 300 second semester, you do 2. Your level 400 first semester, you do 1. Your level 400 second semester, you do 1. So 6. Why have they limited it? When you are going to do a professional exams, or if you are going to charter in human resources, these are the same courses they do over there. I did a professional course for someone I think last year, and I finished on the April. And each course was around 600 Ghana cedis. Labor law was part. Labor law alone, 600 cedis. Human behavior in organization, 600 cedis. That is even the tuition. And if you want to write the exams alone is, I think, $200 or so. So the courses you are studying are important. They are relevant. If you go to the field, these are the same thing that we are applying. The labor laws, these are the same thing that we are applying. If someone is pregnant at the workplace, let me ask this question. What is the minimum wage employee should be paid a day? Anyone? Minimum wage an employee should be paid a day in an 8 hours. Anyone? In Ghana?
500.
Is it a day, 500 cedis? Wow. Why is it a mining company?
500.
Minimum wage.
It's about 9. It's about 19. It's about 19 cities or 20 cities.
21.
22 or
21
23.
cities.
22 or 23 also.
It's 19 cedis and coins, so approximately 20 cedis.
Yeah, 19 cities or 20 cities. Yeah.
20 cedis. That is the minimum wage an employee should pay. If I asked over here that how many hours is an employee supposed to work in a week? Anyone?
40 hours.
40 hours. Thank you very much. But we have people who are working at organization and they work 50 hours. They work 60 hours in a week. Your boss take your Saturday and you don't ask any question about it. You don't seek for advance. You don't seek for compensation. They tell you that today is holiday. You are still supposed to come for work. You don't ask any question. Then you are there. These are practical things that is captured in the labor law. So labor law opens you up to a lot of things. It opens you up to a lot of things. You are pregnant at the workplace and your boss said you lay you off. He's not the one who got you pregnant. So once your labor is due, forget it. Don't come back to work again and you are quiet. No, there are laws that governs. There are laws that guides. There are laws that protect you as the employee. So labor law as a course is also positioned in its way to opens you up. And as I said, these are the same thing that we are practicing at the corporate setting. These are the same thing that when you go out to do a professional course, you go out to charter in human resources. These are the same thing that they are doing over there. So do not study a human resources course and throw it away. No. I will even advise that when you study the course, still keep your slice. Then we go to, I'm still on the BSc student, you go to Introduction of Business Finance. That is the reason why I said when you position me at the finance department, I'll still be able to do well because I have a finance background. That is Introduction to Business Finance. So the BSc student, you do introduction to business finance 1, business finance 2. And please position yourself because it's not easy. Business finance is also very difficult. Trust me, I am not scaring you. I always tell students that I won't scare you, but I'll rather tell you what you are about to experience so that I won't sugarcoat it. Then when you experience it, then you tell me that, hey, Kobby Junior, what Kobby Junior said, that's not what you are seeing. No, I'll tell you what you are about to experience. So business finance is not on the floor. So be ready and position yourself very well. We have marketing, principle of marketing. This is one lovely course that I always say that if you're already doing internship and working, this course, you can decide not to study it. Yes, till you pass your exams. The course is very practical. It's very practical. It's a marketing course and it's open. It's an open book. And the exams, IA, multiple choice, exams, multiple choice. That's Dr. Frank. Dr. Frank don't like stressing students. So his exams is kind of open up. But with a business finance, is headed by Dr. Vera. That is the woman who was Chede's vice during the election race. Dr. Vera is the head of the finance department. That's the reason why I said, please sit up. So this is for the BSc student. When we go to the Bachelor of Arts student, the similar course you'll be doing with the BSc student, as I said, are always 3. That is computer application, human behavior in organization, and labor law. And I've already explained this 3 courses. With the other 3, I would advise you to seek counsel from your other various department, that is the psychology and info studies. I don't want to touch much about that side. So these are the things that you'll be experiencing. When you go to your second semester, there are also new lectures that you'll be experiencing. And as I said, people say human resources is easy, and true, it is easy. But the marking scheme that governs our exams is not on the floor. It is difficult. So sit up. Even if the course is a reading course, sit up. Read to understand. Put it in the practical perspective. If you feel like the slides is not giving you so many understanding and explanation, seek counsel from your seniors or use AI to generate more understanding, especially labor law. Put yourself in a perspective of opening yourself up because it's practical. So if you don't read much, you'll be limited to a whole lot of things. Same thing applies to the human behavior and organization. As I said, this is a psychological aspect of HR. There is a need that as an HR, you need to comply and understand people in an organization. You need to understand people in an organization. You went to an organization and you realized that your colleague was giving you an eyebrow. To you, you thought that the colleague is interested in you. So you also fall to the trap. It's sexual harassment. So you need to understand the emotional and psychological aspect as a human resources so that if a case comes to you, you know how to align it. I've done internship, and I remember there was a time that I was put in a group that I realized that one guy who was from the finance department was always intimidating one guy in our group, thinking that he's kind of better than the guy. But when we give us a task to perform, this guy is like, he know nothing, but always intimidating the other guy. Even when we are supposed to share ideas, when the guy brings us his opinion, this guy still tries to intimidate the person. If you're an HR, if you are any ordinary person, you try to speak your mind. Oh, Charlie, like speak your mind. But as an HR personnel, there is a way for you to go about it. Someone came and complained to you that David is sexually harassing you. How will you go about it? Will you just call David and blast him? No. There is a way for you to go about it. So HR, the last time Dr. Marjorie asked me that when I'm to get a chance to come back to the university, will I still pick HR? And I said, yes, I'll pick HR over any other course. And again, I haven't regretted doing human resources. The corporate setting, human resources count a lot. You can never, I am stating this on record, you can never go in any correct organization where you won't find a human resources student. Or, sorry, you won't find a human resources department over there. Then it's not an organization. Then it's a shop. Then it's not an organization. Every proper organization is having a human resources department. So human resources, Please, we are having a place in every organization. Do not limit yourself. And one advice I'll give all of you is human resources is transformational. If I say it's transformational, now the world is moving at a faster pace. That is AI is coming. Now we have even electronics that we use to do recruitment. So please do not limit yourself to only things about the book. If you limit yourself to only things about the book, you'll be left in a small vacuum or you'll be left going nowhere. So when you go to an organization, the employee circle that we have is attraction. We do the attraction. We send the job opportunities out. People see it, they apply. We do recruitment. We do onboarding. We do development. We do retention, and we do separation as well. Today I called one of my senior colleagues, and he is as GRA head office, and he was like, "Kobby, I'm still here. I'm waiting to see whether they'll retain me." That is the work of the HR. As an HR, I can decide not to retain you. I will take a different person else. So if they fail to respect us, we also fail to respect them when they get there. Thank you very much, and still enjoy the rest of the program. David, over to you.
Thank you very much, His Excellency Ishmael Donko. I really appreciate you making time for this very section. I don't take it lightly at all. Okay, so I mean, he has spoken, touch based on a lot of things, and I just want to hammer on specific things that he mentioned. Meanwhile, let's still stay glued to the session. We'll have our last speaker to touch base on the association, the HURMSA, I mean, the Human Resource Management Students Association at the University of Ghana, actually under the business school, the benefit and all of that, if you are part of it. So in His Excellency's Ishmael's submission, he made mention that dressing. I mean, one time we were going for we went for got opportunity to go for a program at the conference center. All the HR students, so those who were able to make it made it. So and then we came across. I was with His Excellency Ishmael, the former General Secretary, and then some few other executives. Then we chanced on some parts of the management that handle HR at the Kolebu. I got a chance to intern with them, so I really had some good experience over there. Then they met us. When they met us, Ishmael, His Excellency Ishmael, I don't know if you remember. If you remember the comment that he passed.
I
They were
do
like,
remember. I was in a peach shirt, well tucked, well dressed, formal. But as an HR, the question is, are you supposed to wear all colors? No. So there are even specific color shirts that you are even supposed to wear as an HR. So the peach shirt I was wearing wasn't part of the HR colors I'm supposed to wear.
Great. So that is it. You know, sometimes we are left to our own discretion. We are left to our own discretion in the corporate space. But he mentioned closely that when you get experience in the corporate world, you know how to position yourself properly. And then HR would groom you. Because when they ask that question, that is this how you're supposed to look? In essence, they are trying to paint the picture that wherever you go as an HR person, you need to represent like well. You don't have to disappoint as an HR person. So all these things, as you are getting through the process or you are getting through the phases in your schooling at the University of Ghana, you get to learn all these things naturally. And then another thing I want to touch base on is that he mentioned the various courses that you would get to learn and all of that. Let me just maybe bring it down to something that we can relate to. If you are starting your own business, you need an accounting experience or you need an accounting knowledge. You need economics knowledge, you need law knowledge, and all of these things so that people will not cheat you. Or even if you want to bring people on board, you know the expertise you are looking for to bring on board to help you grow the business. So HR is very, very wide and then broad. So I believe strongly that as you settle to make a decision to carry on with the HR, is going to go a long way. And then I can just hit my chest that you are never going to regret it. So yes, let's get to the last speaker, who is the current vice president of the Human Resource Management Students Association from the distance wing. So I would want to hand over the platform to His Excellency Nathaniel Asare, so that he touches based on the association. You know, we have a lot of association on campus, and HURMSA, we are never left out. So our vice president will be touching based on the association, the benefits one can get. If you get into it, you get yourself involved, what you are potentially able to like get and all of that. So I'll leave the platform to His Excellency Nathaniel Asare so that he takes it up from here. Thank you very much.
Of course, HURMSA is not exempted. Dave, thank you so much for the opportunity. Honorable Ishmael Donko. I call him Kobby a lot of times. That's how come I'm calling him Kobby anyway. Thank you, Honorable, and thank you, my brother Lamech, for such an insightful lesson. So my name is Nathaniel Asare, and you can call me Nate for short. I'm currently the Vice President for HURMSA Distance Education, and I'll be taking you through what HURMSA is, insight into HURMSA. So let me just share my screen. I have a couple of things I have to show you. Please, can you all see my screen? Hello.
Yes, please. You
No,
can see
you are
it.
not sharing.
Yes, yes, we can see.
Can you see my screen, please?
Yes, please.
Okay. Right. So like I
No,
mentioned,
some of us can't see.
wow. If you can see, probably check your network. I'm sure it will be from your end, because if other people can see, then maybe you should check your network. Right. So like I said, I'm going to be talking about HURMSA, what HURMSA is about. Right. So let's look at some of the things we'll be talking about. We'll talk about what HURMSA is, then we'll look at the core objectives of HURMSA, and then we'll talk about the benefit of joining HURMSA. That is where we'll be talking about career development support and connection with HR buddies. We'll also look at academic engagement as one of the benefits for joining HURMSA. Then we'll look at the duties and then objectives of members. So when you join HURMSA, what are going to be your duties and then your obligations? From there, we'll look at why you should get involved into HURMSA. Then finally, we touch on how you can get involved with HURMSA. Okay, so I'm sure most of us probably might have heard of HURMSA, but if I should ask what HURMSA is, I'm sure most of us will be found wanting. HURMSA simply means Human Resource Management Student Association, and then we represent HR students. So particularly BSc students, BA students. I think Honorable Kobby has already explained that. And so if you are a BSc student majoring in HR, then HURMSA is for you. Also, if you are a BA student, probably doing a combined major for info studies and then HR, or psychology and then HR, then I mean you are qualified to join HURMSA. Now, HURMSA is about promoting academic excellence and then professional guidance and welfare interest. Another thing you should know also is that HURMSA operates under the Department of the Organization of Human Resource Management, UGBS, and so you will be in your courses, you'll be seeing course codes like OHRM, OHRM, yes. Right, so let me speak on goals and objectives of HURMSA. So the first goal of HURMSA is to promote academic interests of its members, and so we are keen on our members. When you join HURMSA, we are looking at how you are going to excel in every prospect of your education whilst you are in the University of Ghana. Another thing HURMSA is interested in is to foster good relationships among students, lecturers, and then HR department. So there are a number of us here. If I should ask now, how many of us even has a connection with one lecturer since you joined University of Ghana is going to be a problem. I'm sure a number of us do not even know any of our lecturers. When you join HURMSA, HURMSA will ensure that we create that association, because school doesn't just end when you are done with the University of Ghana. There are things that you might need, and you will still have to come back to your lecturers. Example is maybe you want to further your education. Sometimes they need recommendation letters and stuff like that. You still have to come back to your lecturers, and so it's important that you form associations with the lecturers, and so HURMSA ensures that you are able to do that. Now, another thing HURMSA does for you is that we champion collective welfare and then common interest of its members, and so there are times that people have issues, people have problems. We are all not from the same homes, and so sometimes, or let me not say sometimes, HURMSA takes it upon itself to form associations with some companies who are able to help us sponsor people who need help. Now, specific objectives. This is very important. When you join HURMSA, you have the leverage to have industry and then professional body collaboration. So when I say professional body collaboration, we HURMSA is connected with some companies where sometimes we have the opportunity to visit their firms for industrial tours. We get to see how the work is actually done. So beside the theory that we learn in the university, when you join HURMSA, you have the opportunity to go to the field and then see how the job is done actually. Another thing, one of the goals also is academic engagement. So we have taken it upon ourselves. We organize tuitions for our colleagues, and so we have when we are inching closer to examinations, we organize classes for our colleagues to help them. We give them resources, past questions, and stuff like that. Another objective for HURMSA is career development. Career development support. That leads me to the next slide. So I'll talk about career development support over here. So here, HURMSA allows you to enjoy seminars and then workshops. So we organize seminars that basically talks about HR and the work itself. We also have guest sessions with HR professionals. So we invite people who are vexed in HR to come and then speak to us, to come and teach us, to come and train us, and to update us on current trends. So Honorable Ishmael just mentioned there are a lot of things going on now. There are AI, there are tools for the work, and we need to learn all these things. So it's not just school. Some of these things we are not going to get them in school, and so the association ensures that we get all these things, these trainings, and then symposia. Okay, now let me speak on the connection with HR Buddy. So one of the benefits also that you get to enjoy when you join HURMSA are opportunities to certification from CIHRM. CIHRM stands for Chartered Institute of Human Resource Management. And so just like chartered accountants, we have chartered accountants. I'm sure most of us don't know. We also have chartered human resource manager. You get it. So we have the gateway to this certification. And so when you join HURMSA, we are able to coach you how to get these certifications after school. Another thing we do is that we expose HR, exposure to HR networks and then industry structure. So when you join HURMSA, you get to network with people who are already on the job market, people who are experienced, sometimes even personal coaches, and then things like that. Another thing you get to enjoy, or one other benefit from HURMSA, is that you get to have academic support platforms. And so we have Telegram channels where we keep resources, we keep past questions, we keep things that are relevant to your courses. And so we even have things that will coach you to study, because um, you learn from the beginning of the semester to the end. But if you know some things, even how to study, you get to know that you have to have some wisdom. And so we have all these things on our platform to support you. And then we also have publications. And so from time to time, HURMSA channels, we publish HR publications, things that will help you day in and day out, trends and news concerning HR. You have all these things. And then we have academic mentoring and then peer support. So you have the opportunity to have one-on-one coaching from your peers or your seniors. And so like we are in level 300, level 400 now, even our past seniors are still there for us. And so they coach us how to go about certain things. And so these are some of the things that you can also benefit when you join the associations. Now let me speak on the duties and obligations of members. So if you join HURMSA, it will be your duty to fulfill all financial obligations to the association. Yes, and so you will have to ensure to fulfill all financial obligations to the associations. Another thing you have to know also, that you have to uphold the image and the prestige of HURMSA. That is a second duties and an obligation. Now the third duty is that you need to support the executives' initiatives. And so when the executives bring things on board, you need to support us to execute them. Now the last duty is that you need to participate actively in activities. So there are symposiums, a lot of trainings that will be organized. You need to ensure that you engage in them, you participate in them. Now, would you why do you need to join HURMSA? So I'm sure by now you already know them. When you join HURMSA, you are going to get professional exposure, because yes, we are going to invite professionals, or we invite professionals. I mean, from time to time, each semester we have programs, and then we invite these people to speak to us. Internship and then industry tours. My honorable has already talked about it. You have the opportunity to do internships. We have companies that we are partnered with, and so you have that at your disposal as well. Now you can connect with HR experts. We have HR experts on board. When we organize programs, they come around, take us through training and things like that. Now, leadership development, we are not only looking at your academic excellence. Let me say something here. When I came to the University of Ghana, I am one person that I don't really like to mingle. I like to be by myself. And so the notion was that I come to school, we close from lectures, I go to the house, exams, I come to exams, and then I come to school, and then I come and write my exams, and then that's it. But when I joined HURMSA and met Honorable Ishmael, I learned a lot of things. That's how come I'm here today. I happen to be the vice president. And so one of the things that you get opportunity to enjoy or to learn is leadership development. You develop your leadership skills. And then the next thing is academic support and then networking. So I've already mentioned that we are always here. We have people that will coach you through the course. I mean, courses that are difficult. We will be here to support you through them as part of HURMSA, and we are going to do that. Another thing that we do, or is the reason why you should join HURMSA, is that you are going to build strong HR career foundation. So, I mean, we all know if you want to build a house, I mean, it's dependent on the foundation. And so if you join HURMSA, you're going to get all these foundation trainings that you need, right? And so lastly, if you need to join HURMSA, these are the numbers and the people you can contact. You can reach out to David Dodoo, our moderator, our PR for HURMSA. You can also reach out to me, Nathaniel Asare. That's my number there. And you can reach out to my brother Lamech Quartey. That's his number there as well. Now, here is the team. So this is our team for distance education. These are your leaders. You might not see. I'm not sure. Most of us have seen me before. That is why I put us here. You have our pictures. In any case, you see us somewhere, you want to connect with us. You know that yes, these are your people. We are your brothers. You can connect with us anytime. Thank you so much, and it's nice having you guys. And so, Dave, I think you can have the floor now. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you so much, His Excellency Nathaniel Asare. This was very detailing, and I'm very, very hopeful and then convinced that everyone that joined the session, they were able to pick something out of it. And one or two people, I'll just open the forum for questions. One or two people passed comments. I think comments, yeah, in the chat box. So one person mentioned that are you if you're at 400, can you still join HURMSA? And I said yes, the doors are all open to level 100, 200, 300, 400. And then the second question was, someone also mentioned that all these things, the city campus students were exempted. But I can assure you that this current administration are going to continue the good work that the past administration, that's His Excellency Ishmael Donko, wherever they left things from, we are going to solidly work strongly and then make sure that we uplift it to another level. So rest assured that we are going to involve distance education, city campus, main campus, whichever campus you are coming from, we are going to make sure that we are involving you. So just make sure you are staying active on the platforms, the HR platforms, and then make sure you follow the channels as well. So, HURMSA official, I'll share it on the page so that everyone can get to follow, so that you can get all information, relevant information as we move forward. Okay, thank you very much. Again, His Excellency Nathaniel Asare. I would want to open the forum for questions now. So you can shoot up your hands and I'll just mention your name so you can ask your question. So right from the career part into academic part, into everything, the overview of the association. If you have any questions that's bothering your mind, you can just raise your hand, shoot up your hands, and I'll just unmute. You can just unmute and then. So yes, I'll take Joan first. Joan, you can unmute and then ask your question.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. Once again, my name is Joan. And please, I would like to ask if someone had an E in any of the HR courses and the person is unable to write it, can the person graduate with the E in the HR? Let me say OHRM, any of the OHRM courses. Can the person graduate without writing it for the E?
Okay, so I think His Excellency Ishmael Donko, since it's academic related, I would kindly plead you take the question.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for this. So which is at the business department, you can graduate with an E, that is any of the human resources courses. But I always say this, and not to differ from anything. The same thing I tell my friends is the same thing I tell anyone who asks me these questions. We are having people who are responsible and course counselors at each and every department. Because I never knew that even we, the BSc students, I told you, all of you, that you'll be doing 6. But I never knew that even as a BSc student, when you get to level 300 and 400, you can decide to do 5. I never knew. I did 6 till I complete, but I never knew that you can do 5. So these are the responsibilities of course counselors. So I would advise that if you are in 400 or have completed like myself, or you are now coming, whenever you get that E or something like that, try to find your way to the department and see the course counselors so that they guide you, because when it comes about graduation, it's a whole different thing altogether. It's a whole different thing altogether, because currently I am about to graduate, and they made us lodge into this site something like that, check our courses. And I realized that even some courses that I did were not graded. If I say we're not graded, that doesn't mean that it was not graded at MISW. It was graded at MISW. But with the graduation, it's not counted. They have taken it out. So there are specific courses they take and some courses that they don't include. So I will advise that, yes, you can graduate with an E in any of the HR or HRM courses, but there is a need for you to find your way to the course counselor. So some of the course counselors is Dr. Marjorie. So you can go and see Dr. Marjorie, or you can go and see Dr. Xavier from the Human Behavior and Organization Department at the old business school that is at main campus, and they'll guide you so that you'll be able to graduate on a peaceful manner. Thank you.
Thank you very much, His Excellency Ishmael. Joanne, I hope you are very fine now.
Very fine. Thank you very much.
Great. Please, I want to have more questions. If really the session has been insightful, definitely you should have, or you are clear on everything. If you are not clear, you can ask your questions. Okay, Miss Charlotte, your hand is up. Kindly unmute and then ask your question.
Okay, good evening once again. I want to ask about the internship, sorry. Yeah, so like, are we supposed to do the internship now, or maybe after school or something? Like, I want to know more about it, because you can't just graduate. After graduating, you're going to do your service and you're not having any background, you don't have any idea. Yeah, as one of you said earlier, that when you do the internship, you get the practical side. So when you are doing the theory side, you know what you are doing. So I want to know more about the internship and how you go about it, maybe when you want to do the internship or something. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Charlotte, for the question. Again, His Excellency Ishmael, you would kindly do us the honors by answering this, because you have been in the system and you are out of the system now. So kindly just give an answer to her question.
Okay, thank you very much. So when we talk about internship, it's all about gaining an exposure whilst being a student. You realize that most of the times when you are applying for, I don't know whether you have applied for a job vacancy before. You have completed university, and this organization is telling you that unless you have a 2-year working experience, a 3-year working experience, and you ask yourself that where are you going to get all this experience from? Because you just completed school, you did NSS, and the NSS is 1 year. So automatically you are just having 1 year experience. Internship are also add up of experience that you gain. So the question is, when can you start doing internship? Often at times, organizations like to open their doors for interns. Every major organization that count themselves as an organization open their doors for interns. GRA does that, Kolebu does that, Nesam does that. Any big organization that you can think of, do not be afraid to approach. If you are afraid to approach, you never know. So always position yourself to approach. But what I know is they mostly like to take from level 300. The reason why they mostly like to take from level 300 is in level 300, at least you have started doing your major. Because as of now, when I tell you, when I ask you of the Labor Law Act 651 and others, you might not know anything. But why? You haven't started measuring. Though the BA students over here, you are HR student, but you haven't started measuring. You are just a mere university student. So you are yet to do the HR course itself. So mostly they like to take students from level 300. But sometimes you get the opportunity and some companies will pick a level 200 student. David did his internship and he was a level 200 student. So mostly, as I said, mostly start from level 300. But even if you are in level 200, position yourself and try. How do you try? For me, Kobby Junior, I have never used a school letterhead before. That is the University of Ghana internship letterhead before. I always draft a letter myself and use my CV, then I apply. Some people use the school letterhead. How do they get the letterhead? When you go to STS, you realize that the STS bottom, one of the menus is internship. When you want to pay for something, so you can pay for internship, which I think is 10 Ghana cedis. You fill a forms indicating the organization that you are sending it to and others. Then you fill, then you pay. Then the letter will be issued for you in your email. Then you print it and send it to the organization. Just this vacation, so many of my colleagues who are in 300 and others are doing their internship at Ministry of Tourism, Ministry of Lands and Commission, DVLA and others, and these were the same means that they got it. So you get the letter, you submit it to the organization, then they take it from there. So they'll give you a call and tell you when you start. Once you start, the period of ending, you are the one who tells them, because if school is resuming, you are the one supposed to tell them that school is resuming, so that, okay, then they say date, then they lay you off so that you can also continue your academics. Some private organization can even tell you that if your school schedules is kind of not, it's very flexible, you can decide to continue. When we wanted to do this NSS thing, most people that got opportunities at some big companies, they got opportunity because of their intent with the organization. I know friends that have already started doing internship with GRE. They didn't struggle. When they started posting us, most of them were retained at the head office. But those who nobody know you or something like that, they will throw you to some Kimbu or Agboglushi branch B for you to go and work. So internship is very good. You can start from level 200. That is only if the organization will accept you. But mostly it starts from 300. But if you are a 200 student over here, try. If you are a 300 student over here, don't limit yourself. If you know you are not working, open yourself up. The departments have links and connection to various organizations. You can contact David. David will link you to some of them. If you can't contact David, contact Nat. They will link you to some of them so that you can intern with them. Even if it's a month, it's accumulated as part of your experience as a student. So these are the various processes that you go through as an intern. And once you finish, currently the University of Ghana is having assessment. Once you finish the internship, they are going to write an assessment for you. The letter is two. The letter that will be given to you by the university is two. One is the letter itself that contains the University of Ghana letterhead seeking a request for you to work with the organization. And the next one is the assessment form. And ask yourself that who will fill the assessment form is an HR personnel. So HR are really important. So the HR will fill the assessment, then you bring it back to the university, and bringing it back to the university on the assessment form, they will give you a link. You are supposed to upload the assessment via a PDF to them. Why are these things done? When you are graduating or when you are coming for a recommendation in your next future, they can even include these things in it. As I said, it does not give you an upper hand over someone during graduation. The only thing it does is it gives you an experience, one, when you are applying for an organization. And the next thing is when you are coming for recommendation, it's also added so that wherever you are sending a letter to, they see that you are an advanced individual. So that is enough. If there is any additional question, you can ask it, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was like an entire process. Charlotte, you can proceed.
Please, okay, so now I'm in level 300 now, but I'm a BSc student and I want to do the HR. So about the internship, maybe I want to start maybe God willing next year. Maybe so because I'm a DA, it's a weekend class and I think it will be a little bit flexible. And can I do it till the time that I'll graduate? Or maybe they have like maybe it's just for 1 year or something. And I want to do it I want to do it God willing next year. And I don't know how I'll go about it.
Okay, so internship doors are open during vacation. So immediately the regular student vacate, you realize that some on their platform, they will start, which is the guidance and counseling office. When you really check your email and read your email very well, they will start giving awareness on this, that doors are open for internships. Sometimes even the guidance and counseling, they issue email where they have certain organizations that are looking for interns. So one important thing as a student is be checking your email. So intern doors are open during vacation. It's done during vacation. Only if after the vacation you want to extend it, that is between you and the organization. Thank you.
All right. Charlotte, I hope you are very good now. All right. And then Bobby, a little thing I'll add to what His Excellency Ishmael said is that you again don't limit yourself. So if you can do as many as 5 companies within your stay on University of Ghana campus, it's going to really help you, because in the long run, when you're putting together your CV, you would actually embed it on the CV. So kindly take note. All right. So Mr. Roland,
Okay, so please.
Charlotte, you
Hello.
want to talk?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. So for now, I'm now coming to major in the HR level 300, right? So I want to say,
Yes.
sir, when you start the internship, you don't know anything for now. Even if you know, you just know something small. So are you going to be trained for it, like trained so that you know the physical
Charlotte,
part, like you know,
Charlotte, internship,
yes,
NSS, it is not an opportunity for you to go and express what you know. It's an opportunity for you to be taught. So
okay,
internship, NSS is an opportunity for the organization to train you. So it's a
okay,
training ground. So even at the training ground, when you even know something, you can also add up. Because currently, I have a property with a real estate organization. What is this property? I was the one who built their employee handbooklet for them of almost about 280 page. I was an intern, but I went there to learn. At the end of it, I was the one who issued or brought about this idea, and again did the whole draft of the employee handbooklet as a property for the organization. So it's a platform for you to learn, and it's also a platform for you to express what you know as a student. Thank you.
Okay. To
okay.
add,
So
hey, Charlotte,
that's what we have
I hope you are
there.
safe. Okay.
Yes. So he said that the internship, it comes when the regular students are on vacation, right? So now that they've not yet resumed, is it still available, or like how do I get to apply? As you said that you have to be checking your emails and stuff.
Charlotte,
I don't really check there.
His Excellency, let me just take. Charlotte, you know something, okay? You don't necessarily have to wait for an update from the main campus, okay? You always have to be on a lookout. Our channels are open. We normally post internship opportunities over there. We sometimes disseminate information that has to do with internships on our various groups, right? So you just have to be on a lookout. He stated clearly the process that is involved when you want to intern. So when you see the opportunity, you just grab it. Do you understand? So, and then besides, you're talking of you starting next year. So just be on the lookout, follow up on informations closely, then you'll be good. Okay.
Okay, okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you too. Mr. Roland, please let me have you speak, please.
Okay, please can you hear me?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay. Thanks for the opportunity. I wanted to ask like the chances when like you want to study abroad as an HR, like I want to ask like the chances. Hello.
Yes. So Ishmael, please, I'll leave this to you.
Please, can you come back with your question again?
Yeah, I was talking of the opportunities like to study abroad with the HR course.
Okay, so one, what I would say is HR and other departments are not limited to the local continent or Africa continent. It's open, it's a worldwide thing. We don't have HR, the courses that we do are not HR related Africa, and meaning when you go outside the country, you are going to find yourself struggle. It is a worldwide thing. The Act 651 and the labor laws that we study are general in every country that you go. So as an HR student who want to travel and still practice it, I would advise that aside your your undergraduate course that you are doing, try yourself and open yourself to professional studies. If I say professional studies, we are having professional HR courses to which David will make mention of them. We have the chartered HR, we have professional studies that you can engage and write the exams. All these exams are also internationally recognized. So if you want to practice HR in an international scope, the windows are still open. Every I would say that institution that you go in the outside world, or every organization that you go in the outside world, is the same thing as Africa. There is an HR. Once the organization is dealing with human beings, then there are HRs there. So you have a window open for you at any organization. Please hope you understand.
Yes, please. Thanks.
I would
You're
advise
welcome.
that if you travel and
Mhm.
practice HR, do not travel with your undergraduate. Try to do some chartered HR in Ghana, or try to do some professional courses, or try to master before you travel. And it will give you an advantage once you go out there. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you as well.
You're welcome, Mr. Roland. So let's take the next question, and I think probably the last will be last but one. So, Mr. Richard, you can unmute and ask your question, please.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
I'm Richard Gemfi. I'm having some issue with the course how to major. I'm having an offering B, and
Okay.
for the level 100, I think the second semester or so, one of my courses was sociology. Yeah, but I don't know whether it was supposed to be part of the course that I took, because when I went to the Sunyane Center, the IT officer told me sociology was not supposed to be part of my course. And the second question is, I applied for internship during the vacation for level 200. But I took some of the letters from the Legon, the letterheads. And, I went to DBLA, then asked from Kumasi branch. I'm in Kumasi. But up to date, I've not heard anything from them. But for the ask form, they told me, latest form, they told me specifically that they are not taking internship for now.
Okay.
And then I went to Guinness too. But frankly speaking, the security man never allowed me inside. He told me point blank that there is no vacancy for internship. I asked him to let me see the HR, but he never allowed me. So as of now, I'm still in the house. I don't know if something can be done about it. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Mr. Richard. Mr. Richard, I'll touch base on the course. You said you are finding a little difficult with choosing a course. I believe strongly that you joined the session from the beginning, and we touched base on like certain important areas, and I believe those areas should influence your decision on what the course you want to settle on. Please, I hope that's very clear on that.
I joined late. That's why I didn't
okay. So I think there's an entire recording, so we'll share it so that you can just go over the thing entirely. Okay. So you get the understanding, because we can't tell you that choose this or choose that. So when you watch the video, entire video, and you understand, then you know that okay, you are gearing this towards this direction. Please, I hope that works for you.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Great. And then we have a mission that we started as the association. His Excellency Ishmael can bear witness. We sat down as executives, and then we told ourselves that we want to strengthen bond with companies. Okay. So if you are strengthening bond with companies, then that means we are getting to have one or two contacts in those companies. So if students or HR students are passing through the association to go for the internship, it's a very big deal because what we have strengthened what alliance with those companies. Mr. Richard, I hope that's understandable.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
So that's one of the that's one of the things that the association is actually established to serve the students' interest. So when we create those alliances with these companies, then we know that when our people are coming or when internship opportunities are coming, they can resort to us what for students. You understand? So moving
Yeah.
forward, I'll say again that you should stay close to informations on our channel and then our various pages so that when internship opportunities are coming, we will share it and you express interest. Sometimes, I mean, we don't know everyone. So when you see it and then it's within your demography, it's within your location where you are staying or your residence, you know that okay, you can go for this. Please, I hope that works for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, please.
All right, thank you very much. So let's take our next question. Priscilla. Then maybe this will be the last person, then we can end the session. So Priscilla, you can ask your question, please.
Okay, hello, good evening. Yeah, I wanted to ask that are internships compulsory, especially for DE students? It's something I've been trying to get that information about. And then also, I wanted to also ask if national service is compulsory if you have done it before. You know, some people are done with school, but then are taking another course up to get a second degree. I wanted to ask if internships are compulsory in this second degree you're taking, and then also NSS as well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for the question. I'll still leave this to His Excellency Ishmael to answer.
Okay, thank you very much, Dave. So, one, internship, are they compulsory? No, they are not compulsory. It's like we are all going to buy food, and David decided to buy chicken. I decided to buy chicken and add egg. It's not compulsory for David to add egg. If you want it, he can still get the egg. So internship are not compulsory. As I said, internship adds up to your experience. It adds
Okay.
up to experience. I wanted to apply for an HR opportunity that was sent to me by a friend. I qualified for everything, but they were like 3 years experience. I was like, hey Charlie, where am I going to take this 3 years experience from? You haven't given me the role. How can I get this experience? So the question after my NSS, I have 1 year. If I have internship opportunities, even if it's a month, a year, I add them up. So these accumulate to these VAC of experience that they are asking of. So internship are not compulsory. Whether you are a DE student, whether you are a city campus student, whether you are a regular student, it's not compulsory. But if you need the experience and if you want the exposure, then there is a need for you to do it. Now let's talk about NSS. NSS is a whole lot of thing that I hope the new JCR, they will organize during their time. I'll come and speak on it. And I want to even position myself to write a book on NSS because it's a whole lot. Mr. Roxon was asking about things about he going to companies, then he was bounced and others. So if you have already done NSS before, that is in your previous school that you went, there is no need for you to do it again because you already have your certificates. This whole buhara of NSS is just to get your certificates. And in getting this certificate, one will ask that what do we use this certificate for? If you want to work in any proper organization or government official organization in Ghana, they will ask of your NSS certificate. Even if you want to do your master's. I wanted to do my master's in HR immediately after school. But by this time, I've started. They told me that they can't let me start because I don't have my NSS certificate. So even if you want to do your master's, you need this NSS certificate. If you want to work in a government institution, you need this NSS certificate. If you want to enter into politics and come to parliament, you need NSS certificate. But NSS certificate is only recognized in the geographical of Ghana. It's not recognized in other sectors. So if you are having the interest of traveling after school, you won't come back to Ghana again, then you can decide to ignore it. A service. You are coming to service the nation for a year and they'll give back to you a certificate as a recognition. So if you have already done it again, if you have already done it before, there is no need. If you are above 40 years, there is no need. If you're already working on a payroll of accountant general department, meaning if you are working with a government institution, there is no need. Aside it, other people, there is a need for you to do it. And with Mr. Roxin on about the internship, one thing is, in your level 400, you study a course, industrial relation. It's an HR course, and it will teach you about something that we call sports system in Ghana. Immediately, the security man saw you. What he's thinking of is you are coming to take his work. Once they give you the opportunity, the next thing is he can be laid off and that work will be for you. So everyone try to protect their integrity and protect their work. But utilize the people around you, your colleagues, your friend, your lecturers, utilize them. Because if you don't know anyone in Guinness, Ghana, it will be difficult for you to send a letter there and they will approve your letter for you because they don't know you. It always takes someone to recommend you. So try to create relationship with colleagues. Try to ask friends. Start from there. Try to ask them and build a web CV. I went for an interview and immediately they saw my CV. We were 27. They were supposed to take just 9. I was the first person they picked because of my CV. It was recognized. So try to put yourself in that perspective, and I think your next application of internship, they will call you back. Thank you very much, David. Over to you.
Thank you very much, His Excellency Ishmael. I think this session has really been an interesting one and then very depthful. Ms. Priscilla, I hope you got the answers to your question.
Yes, please. Thank you so much. I'm grateful.
Great. You are always welcome. So I'll take Mavis, then Linda. Unfortunately, I will not take any questions again. Every other question can be part of the platform, or you can reach out to any of the executives that were. Hey, yes, good evening.
Hello.
You can go on.
Yeah. Please, I need advice.
Okay.
I was formerly working as a media personnel. Okay, before I was laid off.
Okay.
With Papa Kwesindum Station, and then I decided to further my education in the University of Ghana and then study HR. But now I got a connection to ICAR TV as a news writer and also a producer. So combining the HR and then being in the media, is there any advice that can be given to me? I will know what to do.
Okay. His Excellency Ishmael, would you want to touch on that briefly?
Hey. Okay. So the last time I was with my colleagues, and they were like, Charlie, we want to go and chat out. We want to go and do this. So I was sitting there and I told them that, Charlie, I want to do masters in computer science. And they were like, hey, Charlie, which one? I will try. So we drink was assembly. Why? Do not limit yourself, even as an HR student. The fact that you are doing human resources doesn't mean that you are supposed to work in the footpath of a human resources personnel. We have people who were not HR students. Currently, they are HR consultants and HR professional bodies. We have people who were HR professional students, but currently they are diverted in a different path. We don't know what tomorrow holds, and we can't see our tomorrow. We are only guided by the grace of God. So I will advise you, though you are doing human resources now at University of Ghana, you are currently also working as a media personnel. Try to do some short courses in relation to the media perspective and follow the path also of an HR. Once you are done with human resources as an undergrad, do not let it be there. If you want to work as a media personnel, try to further your academics in that scope. When you get to a point where they need an HR personnel, you also can step in. Human resources is so open up to the extent that everywhere you go, there is human resources there. Even the accounting department, there is human resources there. Media, there is human resource. Bank, there is media. Everywhere, once there is human, there is a need for you to manage these human. So imagine that as a media personnel or as a reporter or as a writer, then they also get to know that you are having the expertise in managing human, meaning one or two ways you are on two payroll at one. So yes, you are a human resources student, graduate as an undergrad of human resources, then try to further your academics in the media scope as well, so that it will better and give you advantage in the media perspective as well. When it comes about opportunities open itself up tomorrow as an HR, you can also step in that same shoe. Please hope you are okay with it.
Yes, please. I'm very much.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, His Excellency Ishmael. I'll take the last question from Linda. Linda, bless. Kindly unmute and ask the question.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Please, I want to know, the BA students, the HR, we are doing it with either psychology or information studies. So I want to know if when we are going to level 400, we had the chance to drop the info and then go with only the HR, or we are supposed to do both. Thank you.
Okay,
Please,
thank
you
you so
get
much
my
for your
question.
question. Very well. His Excellency,
Okay.
please, I want to leave this to you, sir.
Okay, Lena. So get to know that immediately, if you really remember in your level 200, when you were doing the adding and dropping, from that day, you called yourself a combined major student. It doesn't end in 300. It continues till you graduate. So in this school, we are having only two bouquet, combined major and single major. All BSc students are single major students. All BA students are combined major students. So Linda, you can't drop the other BA course. You are supposed to still combine it with the HR till you graduate. So on your certificate, it will be inscribed on it, combined major students, HR and so. Combined major students, psychology and so. So you can't drop the other one. Immediately you decide to drop one, even a single one off, because it's 3-3. If you drop one, you can't graduate. So kindly take note of that. Linda, I hope you are okay with that.
I'm okay. Thank you.
Great. His Excellency, someone just asked a question. He said, can a combined major students do a research?
Okay. So this is a section where we are supposed to help for the 400. So we have something that we
I think
call
yes.
yeah.
We'll
We
have
have something
yeah.
that we call
Okay, cool. That's
long
fine.
essay.
Okay.
We have something that we call long essay. But the long essay is done only by the BSc administration students. Once you're a BSc administration student, regardless of the department you are coming from, you are given the opportunity. Once I say opportunity, that meaning it's not compulsory. I did not do long essay because I don't like stress. Some my colleagues who are from the accounting department, they did long essay. Their results came last week, and it was CC. Me, I did my normal courses, my elective, and my results was good. So research, some schools call it thesis. University of Ghana, we call it long essay. And some are also know it as research. It's all about either doing thesis or doing long essay. And the opportunity is only given to only BSc students. So if you want it, then you pick it. If you don't want it, then you ignore it. It's done in 2 semesters. Imagine that you have been given a research proposal to write a long essay on maybe why Mr. Roxon was rejected at Guinness Ghana at Takrade. You are supposed to do it within 2 semesters, writing almost about 8,000 pages. You write a piece of it, you write chapter 1, you bring it, it will be rejected. You write chapter 2, you bring it, they will approve it. It's so stressful. So please, The opportunity is there for you to do it. If you have the chance and if you want to do it, fine, you can do it. It does not give you an upper hand over the other colleague when you are going to do your masters. That's what people say. It does not give you any upper hand. The only upper hand it gives you is like we coming to the university. I came to the university without a business background, yet I became a business student. So the business student, they got advantage over me. So it's the same thing. When you are going to do your masters, you are going to still do thesis or long essay. They call it teasers. Those who did long essay, they have advantage over there because they are having a fair knowledge on what is done. But you might lack certain expertise, yet you can still study and catch up. So the opportunity is there. If you want, you can grab it. If you don't want, you can also ignore. And this decision is done in level 400, please. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, His Excellency Ishmael Donko. This session has really been an impactful one, insightful as well, and filled with so much knowledge. And we've gotten to learn a lot of things. I just want to project, I just saw something within my gallery, and I just want to project it so that everyone gets to see. So let me just do it briefly. Okay. Can we all see what I'm projecting? Can we?
Yeah.
Great. So, I mean, these are like a few events. So all these people are HR students, from the University of Ghana. So, so this is like when the CIHRM, the professional body, they came to the University of Ghana because they have an alliance with S. So we had the CEO come himself. He came to talk about CIHRM, came to educate the students about it and all of that. Then we have, so you see, so this is what the community or the association brings, how it brings the students together. Then so these are some of, so nicely dressed. I hope everyone can see what I'm projecting. I hope we can all see. Great.
Yes, please.
All right. You see,
Yes,
a lovely family. So let's try and then just put ourselves together, put ourselves in it. And I believe strongly that after experience on the University of Ghana, you never regret. So this is when we went for an industrial tour at Kolebu, we got the opportunity to meet with the director himself. So the entire Kolebu, the human resource administrator, the administration itself, that his name is Mr. Yehuza. That's the director for HR. Got opportunity to see him. Then we went to Nexan Company. That's a very huge company that's into cables at Tema. So if you know Nexan, you know what they do. So these are some of the students we went. So you make yourself available. When you make yourself available, you can be able to enjoy all these things as well. So yeah, these are some of, so this is it. The students that were available, they joined, and then they really enjoyed. So that is it. So these are a few things that you would get to enjoy as a student or as being part of the association. So that's it. In the absence of any further question, I would want to draw the curtains here. I would want to thank His Excellency Ishmael Donko for making time out of his busy schedules. You know, his NSS, even moving in and out, stressed out of the day and all of that. Thank you so much for making our time for this very session. His Excellency Nathaniel Asare, our current Vice President of the Human Resource Management Students Association. Thank you so much for making our time. I know how busy you are, but you're able to make time for this session. We really appreciate. And then Honorable Lamech, Financial Secretary. Yes, he's also one busy person. We are all busy person, but we were able to make time for this very session. Thank you so much to all the participants. And I believe strongly that you can make an informed decision moving forward or stepping up into your next level on the University of Ghana campus. All right, so this is where I'll leave you all to have a sound sleep and a very good one as well. So until next time or until
Dave,
another day,
please,
we'll meet again.
Before we leave, let me just
All right.
sound announcement. So
Okay,
please, my people, there will be forms. Okay, I don't know, within the week, I think 2 days ago, you were asked to reach out to me. So apparently we had a little challenge. So we are going to share another link for the forms. I mean, we are looking for leaders. We are looking for people to fill up positions in HURMSA. And so please and please, when the forms comes around, do the needful. I want majority of the distance students to be involved. The regular students are taking most of the positions. I think we need to also be there. And so when the forms circulate, please do well and then fill the forms. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much, Veep. So just to help yourself stay informed, kindly follow our official channel, HURMSA official. I'll reshare the link so that when all these informations are being passed on to the student body, you wouldn't miss out of it. So thank you so much once again for making out time for this very section. And until the next section that we hold, until the next meeting or next event that we would hold, then it's bye for now. Have a great night and a sound one.
So much.